Hello and welcome to Central Park Lanes here in East Boston on Saratoga Street near the Maverick T Station. I'm Bob Lee. We have an ACST B semifinal. Fernando Gacharna, the number 5 seed, is hosting number 6. Micah. Imparato had the season high 117 average this year. We have Jon Boudreau on the mic. Jonathan, say hello to the audience.
Thanks for having me.
Today's match is in the semifinal format, in the playoff format. 5 strings, total pins alone. There are going to be no points for string victories, but the bowlers are ready to go. Fernando has elected to anchor, and Micah will bowl first on lane 2. All right. Micah bowls out of Millis. Just met Micah a couple years ago. It was 2 summers ago, and in a state like this, throws his first ball in the ocean on the 6-pin. Takes 2. 36 miles an hour on that first pitch. We'll see much better in a moment. Nice back.
3 in the 10.
So, Jonathan, Central Park lanes 2 and 3, anything about the approaches are a little shorter than a standard house?
A lot of guys have to get used to that. Yeah, a lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people like upstairs better for that reason. Actually like downstairs better for that reason. I think it's an advantage if you're comfortable enough.
Okay, 8 for Micah in the first. He's going to bowl 5, and then Fernando will throw 5 on 2. And we'll be going like that the rest of the day. Ball break. Number 2 is on 3-pin.
Big break in, he's got help.
Side saddle triangle, wood in the back may help with the kingpin.
It did help. Didn't have to get very full on it because the wood kept the head pin in.
Imparato.
See that name so often here.
Yeah. Micah beat his first opponent, Jimmy Nestor, at Bogey Lanes last week. That was, let's see, 552 to 532, and Nestor led 5 on the
5 on the mark.
field, 23 through 2. He led. Nestor led through the 45th box, and Micah went deep.
Come back.
About a. Yeah, it has.
It's a good 10. That's what you got to do in here.
75 and something in the upper 60s to catch him.
Wow.
Nestor missed on a couple of opportunities. He was still muttering about it earlier this week. 33 through 3. Micah back on the head pin.
A little thin.
A little bit thin.
But with some wood.
Thin in a way that Central seems to notice when you're a little bit thin like that, a little more than other houses.
Around it.
It's funny, Chucky Vozella was saying that he's only been to Millis once, which is where Micah and I bowl.
Yes. And
home
myself
house.
in the summer league.
So he walked onto one lane and the pin started falling immediately.
Yeah, I think he was telling stories. His tall tales. That's a 9.
I got nothing to say, he said.
Yeah.
Other than
Which is
that.
unusual because he usually has everything to say. 42 after 4. Wants 1 for the seat. Crossed over.
Another one.
Again, that cluster of 5. Just see it so often.
That was three head pins. 2 clusters of 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got it right, but
it's a good hit. Just didn't carry.
We're going to see those I don't know, those vertex pins, the 7 and 10. They stand tall here.
Quite often.
Both off of four horsemen. So 52 half. Imparato.
All right.
We'll get our first
Comes
look at
Fernando.
Fernando
Bowler.
Gacharna, the 2022 ACSTB. At the time, it was the semi-pro division. He took Danny Finn in the finals.
That one came down to the end.
He was promoted to the A's after that. That one, came down to a six pin that still haunts Danny to this day. All right, let's make sure. Fernando? Nando? Yeah, he started on 2. Yep. I think that's the way we usually do it.
A little confusion.
And machines tell you differently sometimes.
Well, I mean, he had a 50-50 chance in guessing the first lane right. You know,
all right.
it's like
Now
flipping
he's
a coin.
going to go through his. Fernando was promoted up to the A's last year.
Yep.
He got to be in a division with his brother Lou,
Yes.
and he got relegated. And now he's back dominating the Bees.
Yep.
Gacharna's first pitch into the 1-3
Much to look
pocket.
at on this one.
Tough split.
4, 5, 7, 8, and 10. No real helpful wood. Playing the triangle on this one. I'm not even going to look at the wood. No, good bit. No, just pick a pin.
Okay, Gacharna throwing
It's a dead
an
heat
8
after
to
one
match
box.
Micah's 8. He's 1 mile an hour faster, 37 miles an hour out of the hand.
Just off the head. Well, he gets a break there. 1, 3, and 7.
Today's broadcast will be recorded and then played back live by Micah Imparato after he adds some graphics. Micah said he wants to make it extra special for his mom, Lil, down in Florida, his biggest fan. Fernando takes an 8 in the second.
So a quick 7-pin lead for
So Micah
Micah after 2.
takes a 23-16 box-to-box lead.
Third ball is important. Try to get something with every ball. Tough one here.
4, 7, and 6 remain.
Way on the right end, as far right as you can go. If something snaps. No, he's going left.
Oh, he
my
got
God,
it.
Prove
Yep.
me wrong.
As
Maybe
far
a
left
liar.
as he could go instead, yeah.
Prove me wrong. That would have been throwing a third ball.
I've seen that happen a couple times where it takes a fulcrum around the
Yes.
4-pin like that and
Yeah, you
stays on
again,
the
that-
plate a little better.
Yes. Again,
Just
those
like
5
Micah, he
pins.
fills it with
I
a
think that's the third one we've seen in 8 boxes.
the bundle of 5, the hay bale, what we call it sometimes.
Oh, maybe. Oh, looking for 10.
Hey, Nando takes
So
a
2
9.
pins. Favor of Micah, 1 box to go for Fernando. In the semifinals.
Sorry. No, sorry. Another one on the.
Carried an extra there.
That one's a diamond.
20% easier. My God.
Yep. That sleeper pin back.
It's tough,
it's-
yeah, the sleeper.
What is it? 2 feet between the sleeper pin
Between
and the front
2 pin
pin.
and the 8.
Yeah. I think it's a foot between each
All the
row,
pins,
and
all the
that's
pins were
2
foot apart
rows.
on spot. I actually I've never known. I've never known that measurement. Well, 9 for Fernando, 49.
It's well back there, though. You go back. You go back behind the pins. You'll see.
Yeah, Chuck Vizzello with the radar gun. I don't think he knows how to use it.
All right, Micah holds on to a 52 to 49
Bob,
lead.
is there a manual for how to use this thing? I don't know.
You got to turn it on.
Yeah, turning it on might help.
The orange button. The orange button. Okay, yeah, it's working. How do you get a 48 on that?
If that was made after 1981, he doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah, you just press it while he throws, and then it'll give you the highest number that it reads during while it's depressed. Micah with a 4-step approach.
Heavy on the front one.
Finds his head pin
Still on the head
and
pin, though. Gotta stay
guts
on it
out
in
an
here.
eagle. Interesting.
Oh.
He made the 7-10 after the
Yeah,
spread eagle
still
lead.
coming back at him.
It's coming. It's halfway down the lane already, and out of play it will
I believe
go.
that's out of play.
Nice. Third ball from Imparato.
Tough 7.
That is.
All right, so it's 1 under, 59 after 6.
Yeah. He's going 38. Okay. Chucky Vozella on the Bushnell registered that last pitch at
All right,
38
and I
miles
can
an hour.
stop the timer. It took Chucky 1 minute and 48 seconds to figure out how to use that speed gun. Impressive.
Imparato back on the head pin that
There's a
time. That time he didn't hit it so square, and he hit the 1-2 pocket. The lefty
69 for 7
vaporized pins.
with a fill.
Spare and a strike so far for Micah in the first. We're bowling 5 today.
Looking for a double. Same ball.
Same spot.
Ball. That's a double.
And a double.
That's a yeah. Micah said it's just like Millis. Yeah, I don't think so. Millis has joined the 21st century. This place is stuck in the 1940s. Millis has machines. We have hamsters in the back running on a wheel.
Watch out.
Triple.
For 3. That was a little bit
All right,
thinner.
broke it
but
up. 85. That jumps him to 85 for 7.
26 box in the 7th. So
On it. And it carries.
He got it.
Oh. All right. It's 105 for 8, 115 in the 9th.
So
Got a fill here and 1 full box. Gets another big mark. He'll be up in the 140s.
Micah was throwing 36 in the first half. He's now throwing 38. That's a significant difference. And you can see, I mean, he ripped through the pins on his first ball on the spread eagle.
Let up on
But
that.
doing a little extra damage when he's hitting the side of him. Shoots another one down the 2-8 hole.
In the bunch and clean it up.
Safe ball,
safe.
plays it on the right side of the
That
3
Klein
pin.
would call that a safety toss.
Yep.
124.
7. Yeah.
So Fernando needs a 76 half to win. So he's got to get going right away. But
So
as you can see, a double strike puts
A
you
double
right
strike
back in it.
early in a match like this, how does that change your game? You know,
Well, it gives you a jump.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how that's how I look at that.
so often I'm a little more nervous until I get ahead of my box, and that
My big thing when I'm bowling, I always want to get a spare. right away.
Yeah.
It's one thing to get a strike through one good ball, but I'd like to make a shot right away. That settles me in. Micah says he doesn't throw spares. Well, he threw 2 of them, so.
You do have to make 2 shots to make a spare.
And Fernando with a good ball and no break.
You know,
Wants to
both bowlers have sped up to 38
he's got room to hit that pin clean.
after the relatively slow start.
Oh, the ball came back too, just short. No break there. 3 good balls. 3 good balls. All right, so it's 59 for 6. So in completed boxes, they're tied. But now he's facing a double strike and a spare, so he's got some work to do.
So Fernando lives in Chelsea. Has a
Yeah.
has a high single of 172. That's a career high single. This season, his high single is 152. He also put together a 641 earlier this season for his high 5.
Good number. Yep.
His average is 111, bowling half his matches here at Central. Many of the rest, the Southern Conference is dominated by Millis, but there's also B bowlers out in Bogey. We had Phil Clough in the league and Jim Nestor.
Phil Clough still kicking.
And Pete Rissatelli from the Cape.
Yeah, people from all over. It's a 9.
And of course, Mark Gallagher out of Webster Timber Lanes. He was the number 2 seed, but Duncan McDougall defeated him. There's been a lot of upsets in the Bs so far. Duncan beat Gallagher 581 to 556 last week. Jimmy Hunter out of this house, the number 1 seed, held serve in his first match that you helped call, 600 to 493 over
loitering that night.
over Millis's Millis's Kyle Hetty. So as the top seed, Hunter will actually he'll play the lowest seed who makes it out of these. But I believe Duncan says he was 7th. He's already set to play Duncan. Hunter will play Duncan in this winner.
76 for 8 for Fernando, so he needs a double strike with Big Phil. Most importantly, I would just want to throw at least a big mark, maybe 2 marks just to tighten it up. He's on his way to 1. 2 in the 4. A little help on the right.
So just to finish that thought,
yes.
The winner of this match will play the winner of Hunter versus Duncan McDougall.
There's a little dead air there, Bob, for a second. So if it's anything like radio, I wanted to fill it just by talking about the score.
No. Good instinct, Jonathan. 86 through 8 and
6 through 9, 1 box left. So what's a big mark?
I'd like to cut that.
A good ball.
Oh, no.
One more. Jeez.
Shook it hard.
That is not right. All right, pick the other one and work to do, but plenty of time. All right, 995, so 29 pin lead.
Yes. All right, so
24 to 95.
after the first, 124 to 95. Micah was trailing by 26 going into the final string of his match with Jimmy Nestor in his last match, and came back and won by 20. So you got to figure you want to keep it within 50. I saw you bowl with what was it? Your comeback at up in Lynn.
Brian Fuller.
Brian Fuller Jr.
Yeah,
Something like 90? Is it 90
and 90 with
and a
about
half?
16 boxes left. mean, I needed some help from him
Some
too. He got some bad breaks, but
multi-strike combos there. All right.
that was one of the most exciting ones I've been in.
Yeah,
I remember having 380 and he had 468 the first three, and thought I was a goner, and it just breaks right up.
that's the biggest swing I've ever seen in a singles match, I think. That was a Nico or something?
It
right?
was. Yeah, good ball by Mike. Oh,
Wow.
just missed. The funny thing about that tournament was I was the first one on the waiting list to get in. I didn't make the 24, and somebody dropped at the last second. That was the first round.
9 in the first box for Micah.
And for Micah. All right, once I get back on the front one. It's a better ball.
First pitch.
Bob, what was the speed on that one?
That one was 37.
Okay.
So he started 36, went up to 38 in the last box, and try to cause some chaos.
Right there.
He got it.
He just missed. Yeah.
Yep.
He said he thought he had it. I did too.
Good choice.
The thread the needle. I thought he caught both the cap and the pin. So Bob, I asked about the speed because you were saying 38 last string. That one was 37. And I noticed a little more rotation in that ball. And it still left a split, but got a little better action.
Yeah. One thing, the accuracy of the measurement, these are plus or minus 1 mile an hour.
That's a good ball.
According to Bushnell. And they've done a lot of testing on it. They use it for, I was covering the Sean Taylor-Tim Douglas match in spare. Micah, nice job.
3 and a 5.
After the
Throwing a good ball.
Yeah,
Wants to keep it on the front one.
2 spares and 2 strikes in the first, that's his first mark here in the
spares.
second. But
3 spares, 2 strikes.
Sean Taylor was bowling, and the whole Abington police force came by.
I heard that.
Sirens, they moved into the parking lot, and the chief was in civilian clothes. They were there both active and inactive. And they filled the back of the room for a minute, and they were thrilled actually to see the speed gun. They said the chief wanted to use it. Let a professional use that. But no, it's good to have something to talk about that's not just feelings. Beautiful ball, and it won't carry the 7. Scooted across. Scraped the 7 pin.
46 for 4.
One thing we can't measure.
29-pin lead into the string.
Yeah, one thing we can't measure is rotation, is ball spin and rotation. I envy the Fox Sports, and beautiful ball there and a setback. They can measure rotation and how much dip up.
The piece of wood turned. He's got a shot at this now. That took a big turn. That wood was flat.
You play for a sweep?
I would, yeah. Even if you don't sweep, you can even get up on the cabinet and kick it over. You got to be on it either way.
That's right, and he's a lefty. Yep. Good. Not what he was aiming for. So a 9 and
that wood, wow, that flat wood that bounced forward. Another one. I did not think that would come off the wall like that. Almost ended up taking it.
So Micah has 9 10s, spares and strikes. So it's perfect box rate, 9 over 15.
2 7 boxes.
Should be 60% by my calculation. Here's Nando, who threw a 95 in the first with a spare and 2 10s.
Full hit, see where the wood settles. All right. 3, 4, and 6.
So remember, his only spare he had to convert was a split also.
Yes.
He hasn't had a lot of looks at.
Yeah, he's not getting an extra right now. But yeah, that can turn.
It was the 4.76 that he
Yes,
converted.
Yes, it was.
Right, there's his first
real break
good
that he's had.
Yeah. Nope.
Too quick in the footwork on that one, I think.
So when you chop a 2-pin or a 3-pin out like that, it means you've missed by about 5 inches.
About that, yeah. And it also means it's usually an issue of timing at that point. I know sometimes if speaking for myself, if I get a little too aggressive, my feet might get to the line a little quicker than my arm, and my arm's catching up. Usually you know it, you let the ball go.
This is playoffs. There's nervous energy here. And that, nothing more than the double strike does nothing more than to solve that problem when you're just like, you can't figure out whether you're fast, whether you're slow, whether you're.
Fernando, that's 3/8 now. He needs to.
Yep.
So 12 pins in this string and 29 coming in. It's a 41-pin lead right at the moment. Micah, Fernando needs to put up some offense. No defense in bowling. You got to bowl your own game.
Fernando and I matched up in the Sunday Pro League at Exeter this last month, in the final month of the season. He beat me personally, but I think our team's tied. I won 1 to string by enough to make a difference. That's a 6. So
10
he's
under right now after 4. Needs a mark.
beautiful ball.
Now he's got something to shoot at. It's on it. Oh.
No way.
Jeez.
Yep. No breaks, Fernando.
Yeah,
39 half.
45 pins right now. 16 in this string and 29 coming in.
Big difference so far. Micah's string of 3 in the
Right, those
double
three marks,
strike
really, if you take
spare,
those out of
yeah.
the equation, this is a lot tighter.
So now moving back to lane 2 where we started. These two had a 643 to 639 match the last time they saw each other.
Wow.
Micah won 10-4 in ACST terms, but he won the total 643 to 639.
The house isn't really giving those scores right
No,
at the moment.
but you know that's in. We could see a change in the weather here.
Oh, yes.
That may have been. I think that was the highest scoring B match of the season.
There's a 9, 64 for 6.
Micah also threw a 680 earlier this year against Alex Chow. Well,
680.
he was a mid-season replacement bowler in the Bs, and Micah greeted him with a 680.
Welcome to the league.
Yeah, look at the. And you're a AAA player if you're in the Bs. You know, you're not even in the pros.
We got the 5, 7, and 8. Piece of wood behind the 5. Right on the 5 now, I think.
Well, remember last week we saw Jim Hunter throw a 600 on these ones.
Yes, he, oh, wow, look at that. Wow, that came all the way off the wall. It hit it, too. That pin's moving. Jeez. Will be another 9. 73 for 7.
So 3 over his box in the second, 27 over for the day. He leads by 16 relative to his box.
45 total.
So Nando at 90 is 5 under with 95, and then another 11 under, so 16 under there. And Micah's 27 over. So I think that adds up to 43. 43 would be a better number, rather than adding them together. Okay, Micah, open in the 8th. It'll take 8.
It's an 8. Look at some loose ones up here. Those are the ones that let the other guy back in the match. You know, you string a couple of marks together.
That's right.
In a previous World Tournament, I had a stern talking to by my buddy Det.
Oh, really?
After a couple of sloppy 8 boxes earlier in the day.
When we were frustration boxes, or?
No, not really. It was just I just left a couple loose pins up.
Okay.
You know, and he told me, can't do that. Got to make sure you get something on every ball. It was a very stern.
Good.
He got his point across. Put it that way.
I love that. You're bowling with him this summer. I saw you.
Yes.
You knocked back 7-0.
7-15.
7-15 against me.
664 the same night. That was fun to watch. 664. That was.
All right.
He made every spare that night. I mean, it's not. And the funny thing is, I don't really think he was leaving a lot of wood on the shots either. He was just picking everything.
Of course, earlier this season, Josh Daly set the Millis record.
716 change.
764. The modern.
764.
That's the modern Millis record anyway.
Wow.
If Ulster or someone did it in the past, they didn't keep track of their.
Billy
records
Trevel
from
once
the
told me
90s.
he remembered being in a semifinal there for 5 and remembers hitting 770 or 780, but there's no record of that anywhere. So that's all.
On the.
Oh, it's a good one.
The 8 pin was the last to fall
Yes.
on that strike.
Burying the 1-3. So that's 99 in the 10th. He's got 2 balls. Fernando's got a shot here.
See, is not going to leave the door open. Fernando's going to have to kick it open himself.
No, there's plenty of room though. Just missed. All right, so he cleans these up. It'll be a 109. 6
about
All
it.
right, 105. So that's
Okay.
229 for 2. Fernando's got a 39.5. So Fernando pretty much needs 2 big marks. He can start gaining some ground. He's right in this.
He's really only had one good look at him at a spare leave. The
Well, I mean, his
the
best
rail,
leaves been,
the 1-3-6.
right, the run of 3 and then the triangle, and neither one are necessarily easy shots. I mean, especially when things aren't going well. Nothing's easy when things aren't going well.
Yeah, two triangles, right.
A little thin, and he gets, there we go.
Right,
All right,
like the wood.
3 and the 10. Good, nice and low. He had to be low on that. It wasn't as easy as it looked. Well, it's a good shot. Good one to start the half. Another good ball.
That's it. And looking for a 66 to keep pace just in this string. Well on his way here.
And he just hits it just enough.
Really thin.
All right. All right, 67 gonna fill, so he's 3 under right now, and starting to make a run. Tighten it up. Rich coach.
Some of the fans, including Rich Coachy, cheering him on. Yeah.
Old friend. All right, and another good ball. That's another one.
Oh,
All
here he
right, 9.
comes. Here he comes.
All right, that puts him in the lead in the string. He's on it.
Yep. Oh, that
Oh,
was
Wow,
looking smooth.
He punished that pin. Oh. 86 plus, 2 boxes to go. He's gained back 5, so now it's in completed boxes. It's 24 pins minus this fill. Mix. All right, well, he got
Okay.
5. So take that off of that ball.
Fills up 8, 9, and 5 on the 3 in a row.
All right, leaves the front one. So easy to take those 5 pins out on the first ball. So that puts him at 100. So he's gained back 11 pins in completed boxes. He's up against a 16 box in the 10th. So in completed boxes right now, it is an 18 pin match.
All together now.
The shot goes a lot. Throw the strike ball, you blow it out. And
Just a little full.
I get here. Yeah, these two would give him a 110.
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
The whole 108.
He wanted to get both. He wanted to hit both of them,
Right,
but
so
they're pretty far apart. You might.
So after 2, Micah is at 229 and Fernando's at 203. It's a 26 pin lead. Fernando was able to gain back.
That was a
3.
good. That was an important gain. Yep.
Those
A
3 marks
nibble.
were big.
It was a nibble.
Those 3 marks were big. It kept him in the conversation.
Yeah, you can tell the difference between that. They were beautiful. It was a beautiful run.
Yeah.
18 box, 19 box, 15 box. You gained 22 pins. 3 marks for Micah in the first. He had a double strike. So you gained 16 on the first one, and then threw a spare on top of that. So you end up 26 plus. Then he only filled with 2. He gained 28.
Yes.
So
Well, sometimes it's those strings of a few marks that make all the difference.
and the pinning. You know,
That too.
Micah's got more 10s. He was. He's got 10 bucks. Is at 50%.
Micah with a big shot. Wow.
Wow.
Well, the outside. The outside on that one.
That's where most of the spares are. Hey, Richie. Good day. Yeah.
Similar first ball to the last one. Just left it to the left a little. Got a couple extras, though, there for 5. Help on the 7-pin. Made the correction. Good ball. Out.
That's good pinning. 24 through 2. Micah has rolled up his left sleeve, as he's wont to do. He's like Dean Sully. He doesn't like to have the fabric rubbing against his shoulder.
It's funny. A lot of these, a lot of the bowlers wear, that material like the mesh. Kind of like eats up your sweat. I like a cotton shirt that I like suffer in and like really sweat. I'd like to work up the sweat. I actually.
This is a head pin.
Yeah, he just caught the head pin on the way by. This will go.
It's the 3-7-8, and Wood is all right. Two pieces in front of the 3 though. Watch that.
Well, it's up top. It almost came back anyway. Had to be a little lower, just a little lower. Had to get something to turn the wood on the 8-pin. He's got pins flying everywhere, though. He's got the pin's heading to Logan. All these pins coming back at us. You sure that radar gun works right? Is it really 37 miles an hour he's throwing at her? Like,
the pins weigh an ounce more than the balls, right? Like
I think Fernando can pick up that pin. Just a hunch. Yeah.
Imparato for the 10, leaves one standing for a 9, 33.
Bob, if I do this many more times, I might be taking over for Paul on the payroll.
Well, the Candlepin Bowling Network is not about one personality or one voice.
Certainly isn't, no.
It's a network of professional and semi-professional and used to be professional or used to be kind of good bowlers.
Thought you were going to say professional and unprofessional.
And unprofessional. Yeah, you're probably right there.
That's not right. That was a good ball. No. Right.
That was the 1, 2, 3, 4,
he
and
wants
that's
the wood
it.
anyway,
1, 2, 3,
though. That's where he wants it. I mean, it gives him a shot.
He hit it. He didn't hit it super thin. It was just.
No, it was in there.
Hey, see if he gets that.
Yeah.
That's a good
Good
choice.
Wow.
And the ball comes back and takes out the. I think that was the 3-pin.
You know, if that other wood wasn't there, that ball might have gotten over there.
Chaos ball. Okay.
It's a 9. Hey, 9's not bad out of that leave. I mean, you leave those 6 pins after the first ball. I mean, sometimes it doesn't. You don't end up so fortunate. All right, so he's 2 over, 42 for 4. And remember, a 26-pin lead after 2 strings. That ball is just a hair full, and it's punished. All right, 2 and 2. 3, 4, 6, 7. He gets one side.
Mike will sit down with a
Some loose
50.
ones. All right, 50 half, even with the bucks. Up comes Fernando.
Still got time to nibble. He's
Plenty.
down 26.
We're only at the halfway point of the match.
Want to start as we approach the halfway point. Micah now at the half is at 279. That would equate to a 58, a 558, which is a normal score for a B bowler, but below his 117 average.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of B's,
not a good ball, but it's not a bad leave. He's got a lot of help.
yeah,
1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And he's just missed. Just by it.
all right.
10. 10.
Chooses the
Good
head
play.
pin and the goes for 3, gets up.
I would have done the same. I like going for the head pin on that anyway. But I mean, he had the piece of wood on the right, so even if he yanked it to the right a little, he was guaranteed 9.
So both our bowlers today are take a 4-step approach. That's a little. I think there. If you had to measure it overall, I see more 3s than 4s.
3 is the most common. My early days bowling, I took 4, and
Spare.
shot 1 and the 3. I took 4 for a long time. It's probably 13 years old, I think, and I changed it in one night. I was having a really bad lobbing problem, and I knew it was my timing. And one night after the league, I just went off to the side and as slow as I could, taught 3 steps, and stuck with it ever since.
It was your buddy Dad Klein convinced me to switch
swears
to 3.
by that. Yep.
He had me switch to 3.
Well, because he's right, and he always says less movement. The less movement you have, the less chance you have to make a mistake. And with that 4th step that I had, I was all wonky and couldn't get the ball down in the lane.
I see. Yep.
Yeah, that's some bowlers
Seven?
bowl different types of bowling. It's like a lot of guys do duckpin and candlepin. I don't know how they do that with the fluctuations in weight. Well, right, exactly. I feel like if I bowl duckpin and then went to a candlepin house, I feel like I'd put a hole in the red light that lights up when you reset the pins.
Oh, good
No, the one the head pin.
full blast on the head pin.
Well, let's see where the switch
Reminiscent
settles.
of Micah's in reverse. Yeah, when he hit this was the 4 9 10. You had the 3 7 8.
All right, he tried to snap the wood on that side. Well, all right, going for 10. Well, I teach high school, Micah, so I gotta have some kind of neat writing in it, I would think. All right,
Right,
40
one
for
more.
4, 1 box.
Nando looking for a 10 to keep pace.
Yeah, tough leave. Well, he's got to work it out. See, the good thing for him right now is that Micah doesn't have a good half going, so now's the time to do it.
Nando has 3 10s so far today to go along with 4 spares. Still looking for his first strike.
Pins aren't being kind. Both bowlers have had their fair share of good balls that didn't really do anything. Tough 7.
Now, those who have long approaches,
Yes.
4 and 5 step approaches, they often will be thrown down here because
Yes.
this is a what is it, 13-foot approach or 12-foot approach?
I don't know the exact measurements, but I know it's shorter because I know
Yeah,
down
it's
here
more-
my heel.
a couple feet at least, if not 3 feet
Oh,
longer
yeah.
upstairs.
I don't think the people at home could see it because the camera's too far forward, but at the back of the approach here is a short step up and some tile, and when I bowl, my heel,
I see.
my feet are, I have 1 foot ahead of the other, and my back foot is on the tile when I bowl here, which is unusual, but, you know,
Yeah.
I have to do it.
Mike is got about a 1 inch between the linoleum and his left foot. 3, 4 steps.
Gets a break though.
Yeah,
One
that
through
one-
7, piece of wood next to the 2.
Rather have that in the 4 horsemen with that wood down.
Yeah. No, the wood actually hurt.
Yeah, it didn't connect. Okay. So, with Fernando's 47, that set him at a 250 for his half.
Also brings us back to the original 29-pin lead from the first string.
Right. Pace has slowed down though since that double. Right now, we're really a little bit on the difference that double created.
All right. Tough leave, but a good ball. Get that one up there.
I remember one night at League this year, I was on these lanes and bowling hopelessly. I think I threw an 89, or I turned around and talked to the guy at the counter, and he told me to slow down my my pitch, and I threw seven spares in a row.
Yeah, some stiff told you that. I don't know who that guy was, but yep. Somebody was just down here loitering, I guess. Huh?
That was Jonathan.
Yes, for those of you who didn't pick up on that, yes, it was me.
It carried on for,
Yeah, you had a few good weeks.
Yeah.
Consecutively.
It was a rhythm thing. It was
Yeah.
really a rhythm thing. But that was on these lanes. And it's something about the wooden houses, the Central Park, Norwood, rest in peace. A little bit in timber.
Oh.
The sound makes me want to throw harder. Makes me throw harder than I can sometimes. Because I feel like I'm not getting as much action. I want to throw harder to make up for it.
I mean, we all learned on wooden lanes, so I'm of the belief that when you bowl on synthetic, you do, to a point, have to relearn the game. Because the ball is not going to react the same way. Micah's got 77 for 8. Hasn't had a mark since the first box, so try to get something.
Okay, Micah taking aim at the Caleri, named after Bob Caleri of Lexington. You ever bowl with Bob?
I know Bob, yeah. I never bowled with him, but I bowled against him when I was starting out. I bowled in a league in Woburn that he was in. That was a great league, great 3-man league. That was in the 2011-2012 season.
Okay, 86 through 9. This is where he stood. Technically, Fernando stood after 9 in the first. He's maybe leaving the door open, but this is about time when he threw his strike in the second string. Not this time.
Same leave, but he's got some help this time though.
Take an aim at the second straight Caleri in a row.
All right. Oh,
Still leaving the head pin.
needs a half.
The 8 and the 10 in the back.
7.
Okay,
Just
93.
93, so that's going to give him 322. Fernando with a 70.5 here or so could tie it up. The match, that is.
If you're joining us late, Micah is holding on to a lead in the 20s, mostly on the backs of a double strike in the first string. He'd thrown a 52 half and connected in the 7th and 8th, and then filled his second strike with a spare. Nando's been clipping at his heels ever since. Good ball. Too good.
We're onto that
Too
one.
full on the head pin. Got that one out nice and far down near the lob line. Yep. Hear Micah muttering to himself in the back. These are big strings. This is the semifinals, the ACST. We both bowled a whole season since September.
Yeah, both bowlers
18
struggling.
matches.
Yeah, it's a long season.
And both these gentlemen upset their divisional opponents in the divisional round. Oh my! There it is.
That one.
That's right. The only division winner, Jim Hunter out of Central. Imparato beat Jim Nestor 552 to 532, and Gacharna beat Mike Capone 558 to 532 in a Millis match, hosted by Capone. Gacharna on the strike.
Double would be huge. No, not that kind of double.
You get 2.
Another hit.
That was a good.
Gets the count.
That was a good place. You don't want to be on the head pin in that case. On the left side of the head pin, anyway.
No. I mean,
at a B level, I don't think.
yes, and I mean, I go for the shot.
Fill
I
in
mean,
a strike.
I'm a gambler. I go for the shot. You know,
You need to get a lot of pins on that.
Yeah.
On your fill, and that was ended up being a 7 fill.
Game 3 back.
Although, yeah, here is chasing a 20-pin lead. How about another spread eagle, huh? 2 spread eagles, a half Worcester, and a strike.
It's got to get 3. All right.
Okay.
All right, it's got 88 for 9. Right now, he's gained back 2 of the 26, so it's a 24-pin lead.
We said there was time to nibble, but you're going to have to take bigger bites now, right?
Well, I mean, it's still 2 big strings, too, so I mean, it's still, yes, but still there's plenty of time.
20 boxes, yeah.
Yeah, a lot can happen.
Hit a box. Oh, I love that
he
ball.
needed that
Oh, my
one.
goodness.
Wow, that's a hammer. All right, so that puts him
I
at
would have liked it if
98.
it was a spread eagle, but it was a dandy.
This is going to put it under 20 now. Number 2.
A little thin.
One ball
Nando
there.
back up to 38 miles an hour on that last pitch.
All right, takes
And a
9
big
for
19
107, and
Yeah.
that's going to tighten it up. So after 3, Micah 322, Fernando 310. We have a 12-pin lead.
And 20 boxes to
12
play.
pins after 3. Chuck was just asking me what the lead is. I guess that goes to show that with these headsets on, you really can't hear. I've always wondered. I'm like, you know, I said I'm not a seasoned veteran. I'm not a seasoned veteran like you, Bob.
It's your normal voice,
Yeah.
Jonathan. All right, Mike
Indoor
back on
voice, they
lane
call
3.
Micah with a big ball to start. 1-2 pocket hit.
Big smile on Nando's face.
Oh, he cuts
what
it
a
over.
rip!
Wow, great shot.
What
That's
a
what he needed to
pickup.
do.
Had to hit the 3-6 pocket.
That's a big one.
Had to carry the 4.
He said that would have been a strike in Millis. Chuck, I think Chuck agrees.
It's the only house where you can get strikes on spare pickups. And a 9 fill.
It's a big 19 to start.
All right, Nando
With the
threw a
7 pin.
19 box in the 10th. Micah comes right back and throws a 19 box in the 1st. Here in the 4th.
Yep, goes by it there.
Okay. He looks at his fingers. I don't know if the grip was right there.
All right, 28 for 2.
He's lead is 12 coming into the string. He's going to bowl 5. Then Nando will bowl 5.
Forced to right side.
Home bowler gets the choice of whether they want to bowl second or first. Now, Justin Waters has been letting his opponent has been bowling first and setting the pace.
Yeah.
And getting
Something
out
we
to a
said
lead.
either way.
I've been doing that too lately. I find that. Oh, beauty!
10.
What? Great 10.
Could end up being big pins. Could be looking for those.
I mean, not every bowler likes to be the guy with the ball in the hand with the match on the line.
In something like this, I do.
Okay.
I will say that thinking of my Friday night team, I thoroughly enjoy the spot that I bowl in. I love bowling first for those
yeah.
guys.
Set the pace.
Set the pace. I mean, every spot is a precious spot, but I feel like on a 5-man team, I think number 1, number 4, and number 5 are the biggest precious spots for all different reasons.
There it is.
Shot. Number 1 has to get the team going. Number 4 has to set up number 5, and number 5 has to do it.
So Micah with
48 for 4.
Couple of spares. Yeah, this is 5.
This is the 5th box, yep. No,
good.
Really got away with one
Good
there.
fill. 56 through 4. 16 over his box.
It's a start that he needed.
He came in 22 over after 30.
And it just misses.
Okay. You want to hit that one a little thin, but not too thin.
Yeah. House like this, you want to go on the outside, send the head pin into the 10, because the ball usually doesn't get down there for whatever reason. Anyway, good half, though, 65. That's the stat that he needed. I mean, Fernando's, making a charge. It's definitely
Fills up 9 and 8, and
yeah.
So look for. He's got to keep 2
Right
marks
now,
to keep pace, and 3 or
Fernando's
4
goal
to
right
gain.
now should be to just match that pace. Keep the lead where it is, and anything else is a bonus.
Can still nibble with the pins, I guess.
Yeah.
The pinning. Oh,
It's
another
broken
good
up
one
there.
from Nando. He's
2-4-7. Nothing in the way. And he's just to the right.
Nando for the 10. We'll take 9.
All right, so Micah quickly gets 10 pins back, so that completed boxes puts it at 22.
Happy June, by the way, Jonathan.
Same to you, Bob. Yeah, can't believe it.
School's coming to an end for you. Another
We have,
year.
14 school days left.
Yeah.
Not that anybody's counting. I was just told that.
This June, both of my children are getting married.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Special month.
No, we're not.
Micah said hopefully
Not from
to
that
each
far
other.
west.
Yeah, no. This is Candlepin Bowling Network, folks.
Family's been attriting for a while. We're happy to be gaining a couple of outlaws or in-laws, whatever you want to call
Outlaws, yeah.
them. Tara Singh and Nathaniel Walker joining the fam.
Nice. Congratulations. 9 for Fernando.
Pair of 9s for 18.
Right,
On
it's
the
gonna
bowling
get a couple
calendar.
more marks here. Oh,
We're going to have Mixed Worlds coming up at the end of the month as well.
that is correct. Academy Lanes. Looking forward
See
to that
the
event.
Rosters have been posted.
Yes, they have.
What's your where you?
I
coming
am with Harry's All-Stars.
Yeah.
Been with that team. It's going to be my 12th or 13th year
That's
now
right.
with them under different names, but Steve Reno, John Winchell. We picked up Sean McKinley this year. We have Tina Ward. I
yep.
believe Sage Johnson.
Oh, good.
Big pickup
Good.
there.
Good for Sage. Yeah.
Laura Dorfler.
Oh yeah. Ouch. I thought of. Yeah. Thought about that. You know, when you chop after you've chopped.
Tough 7.
Tough 7 there. 25 through 3.
25 through 3 and 25 pins in the match.
Couple of 20 boxes to keep up with
Yeah.
Micah's 65.
Yep.
All right.
Put that one up.
There it was.
The one he wanted. All right, well, that's the one he's going to throw now. 1 box. Needs one here.
And it was
What's to right?
full Worcester. Couple times.
Oh, boy.
Tough 6 there. That was 3-9, 2-8, 1-5 in succession. And you saw that a little earlier on the 7 box.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you're lawn mowing, and you're just going right down the rows.
Yeah, just a flat ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing to the side.
All right, well, it's 41 half, so Mike has gained 24 to add to his 12. So right now it's 36 pins with 15 boxes each to go.
And it was throwing 39 miles an hour in those last couple pitches.
He's got the
Comes
1, 2,
Micah.
7, and 8, and some help.
Reasonable break there.
Should be able to split 2 and get this. Just a hair more right than he wanted to be.
Snag the 8 pin out of the back too, though. All right, and an 8. After the 65 half, he moves to 73. Micah does through 6.
Big break there.
That was
And
a
easily
split
could
that
have been a
broke.
spread eagle.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the rotation. Spin on his ball got him that leave.
Two, 4, 7 still stands.
Again, just to the right.
Micah's third ball in the 7th.
Gets 10.
Nice. What was that
83
dance
for
that
7.
that pin was doing?
83 for 7.
Okay, off that pin
Pulled up
again.
a little. I don't know if you noticed that, Bobby. Stood up just a little bit at the line. Got a decent lead, though. 1-4-10. He stayed down on that ball. He stayed right down on it. No break, but a good ball.
Okay, I see what you mean. The head and the. That's a good
Ups a
piece.
9.
All right, he's got his sleeve rolled up. He's made an adjustment. He leads by 30 and change, maybe 36.
36 in completed boxes.
Oh, that was a break.
Well,
If that piece
farther
is still
down that
covered.
wood goes, the better it is for him.
Oh yeah.
6-10 on the right, 8-pin on the left, and wood everywhere.
Including rattling around in the back of the machine. That's where I would have played it. Why didn't it go? Really? Okay. You were seeing it right?
Would have been on
Right.
the right end to turn it all in.
Because, well, the piece in front.
Because I think
Kinda
where he hit it, the 2 pieces snapped off each other. Nothing hit it.
All right, I
If
see.
he had gone down, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
It just.
Micah said the same thing as Bob. He thought, thought there was enough angle. It just, double wood, especially double wood in here is, not always very nice, But good 10. 102 for 9. He was on the front one there. Let's see, a little light, but got a good mix. He's got the half Worcester pins, 2 and the 8. He's got help.
Wood's in the back, though,
If
connected.
he's on the 2 anywhere, he should make this.
Just need to punch out a half whistle. So easy to do in the raps.
Easy goes. Nice
On it,
job,
so
Micah.
It's 112 and a ball. in the 10th. 8 for 120. Fernando's got some work to do.
So
But he can do it.
Having a good side with just 3 spares. And a tough fill there, but
Once again, that cluster of 5.
Yeah.
117 anyway, so gives him 439.
rule of thumb is three marks will get you a 110 usually, and if you're above that, you had good fills and good pinning.
3 marks. If you get 3 marks with good fills and good pinning, I'd say probably 115, 15 or so, right?
This is Danny Finn's dad I'm quoting. You said you throw 80 if you get no marks. You get a 90 with 1 mark.
I was figured to throw 120, as long as you don't really have any bad boxes or any low fills, you should be able to throw 4 marks and get 120. So if I get 3, I'm thinking 115 or so, 113, 115.
Okay, so Nano now at 351 through 4.5.
80 half and change to tie it up.
Through 3.5. Through 3.5.
Looking for an out.
2 lemon drop pins. Plenty of room for a 10. That's tough 7. 48 through 6.
37 pin lead right now, completed boxes. Nando's got room though. He's got to run the sheet.
Love
Right,
seeing that
something to
10
shoot at
pin
there.
fall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what he needed. All right, that's.
He could just throw that for his first ball now. He'd be in
Well, I
great
was just
shape.
going to say that ball he just threw right there is the one he needs right here. Bury 10. That'll help him.
And on the fill.
All right, 6 on the fill. He's on it.
Oh. Yep.
That shot just cruel in this place.
'Cause you see it hit the wood. The wood hit the wall.
Yeah.
And it rolled around, bounced around both sides of the 7 pin in that case.
Well, we get 74 for 8. V20's out here. I mean, pretty much just about back to where we were after the thirds. I mean, just 2 big marks.
Okay. That was a bold one. Gave himself the opportunity. That was where you'd want to throw it for the spare. Oh yeah. You would have called that one the triangle 6. Is that the triangle 3? Yeah. Whatever the front pin is, you just call it the triangle 3, the triangle 6, triangle 5.
It's a new one. That's a good ball.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
Pulled the string on it. For the spare.
Got it. All right,
Needed that.
one ball.
So Micah just put up a 117. Fernando at 92 plus this ball.
Hey.
Oh, there he is.
Big finish. Needed
He's
that.
not done yet.
not over.
102.
All right.
Huge 20 bucks to finish.
Keeps him in it. So it's 27.
Wow, 27.
27
It
pin
was-
lead.
The lead was before that. Figure 37 before you threw that ball.
Keeps him in it. Bob, did you have the gun out on those last two?
I did not.
Oh,
He's been
I think those.
he's been fluctuating. I
Little
saw him
extra-
go up to
little extra
39.
Elbow grease on those two.
Micah also is ranged from 36 to 38 in his pitches.
You know, the computers in Millis, I've noticed this every week in the summer league so far. I'm like 2 miles an hour off. There's like a 2 mile an hour difference between sides.
Sometimes, yep.
The other day, when we bowled Tuesday night, it had me at 35 on the left, and it had me at 32 on the right.
That's not likely.
But I didn't feel like I was
Yeah,
throwing it any
that's not
differently.
likely. And you're supposed to take it from the same angle every time in the handbook. And Micah starts his fifth box with a head pin and a split. It's the 3-7. Wood a little deep. Let's see what we can do.
It's on it.
He brought it
Oh,
over,
wow.
just behind.
That backwood kept the
orange
pin in
7
play.
pin.
It jumped it over there, and it just missed. Short pin.
It's a good 10.
All right. Starts out with a 10. It's bringing a 27 pin lead into the string. And a hammer.
Wow. Yeah, we can call that one down. Strike for Imparato. His first strike since the double
A
in
little
the
while,
first
yeah.
string, right? Oh no, in the 10th in the second. So he had his third strike.
Fourth
in the
total
10th.
for the day.
Strike ball's been big for him.
Looking for a double. Wow, he deserved it.
At least 9 on it.
Oh, it was a good ball.
6 pin stands naked and afraid.
It's all
That's
over.
it.
That's
Kicked it in the shin hard. Sent it back into the curtain.
gives him 40 for 3. 10 over right now and has a fill. Little full.
Okay.
See what he winds up with.
Almost the Nixon. The
See
4 pin
what's
fell
going
late.
down in the corner there, but not enough to hit it. All right, he's going to go with the 2. He's got to go with the 2. He's going to go right at that 6 pin. He's going to go way in the left tip of the wood, snap it off the wall. That's where he is. Yeah, it came
Goodness
off the
gracious.
wall. It made it. Hell of a
Good
shot.
call.
There's really no room for error. He had to hit that right there. If he was an inch or 2 either side, probably wouldn't have gone.
That's Micah's second run of 3 in a row.
Another
First
ball.
time.
A little fault.
What a time for it.
All right. It's 5 on a fill. Gives him 62 for 4.
once in a while, when you hear him call out like that, means he's left it right.
Yeah.
Better.
It's a 769 half. All right. Well, Fernando's got his work cut out for him, but if he starts the way he finishes that last one, the way he finished that last one, then in good shape.
He's 58 over on the day. He's bowled 5 more boxes than Nando. Nando is 12 over. So Nando's got to find a way to get all 10s plus
Start with 1 hand.
46. Good start.
All right.
That was a nice
Well,
pocket
it's a
shot.
good one to
Tough.
start out with. Start out making this.
Yes.
It's on it. Yep.
Wow.
Makes it.
Keep coming.
As Peter Flynn used to say to me, these are the kinds you fill with 10. He's in there. Oh, it deserves 10. All right, he's got the 5 and 7.
Wow.
Let's see. That might take the 5. It's rolling back in. Nope.
It shook twice, but
It's going to go down on the right end. Going to go all the way to the right.
Be there.
Yeah. Tough shot. Ten, 28 for 2.
he's throwing right in rhythm now.
Yes.
39 miles an hour in
All
his
right.
last 3 pitches.
Once that same first ball, get a better leave.
Wow.
Boy,
What was
real
wrong
tough
with that
break.
one? Right on
They
it.
tried.
Needed help from the left wall in that one. And he got
Another good
another
10.
10.
He's throwing a great ball. It really should have 3 marks right now. We just had 2 tough leaves the last 2 boxes.
Both bowlers with 9 10s on the day so far. Today's winner will face the winner of Jim Hunter versus Duncan McDougall in ACST B Southern Finals.
Would be a good match.
All right, show me a pretty lead here.
That other semifinal will be here next
Next
Saturday,
Sunday.
right? Next on the 9th.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe at 12:30 p.m.
That's right.
$1. All right, Fernando, 46 for 4.
Trim him where the last
It's
match.
down 16 in the string, 27 coming in, so it's a 43-pin lead. He needs a mark right here. Let's see what he gets.
Tough Caleri.
All right, 4 horsemen left in the 9 pin. Pretty when it goes. It's on it.
Wow.
Another great try with no break. He could have easily had over a 70 half, but no breaks.
be a 55 though, so 14 pin gain for Imparato, and that's on top of 27, 41,
41.
41 going into the last.
Double strike goes a long way.
Yep. Now Micah bowling first. Got to pin well. And don't want to press too hard for marks, but you got to expect one mark to come at least. Set a really high bar. Good first outcome. Off on the 3 pin, but leads to 1, 2, 4. Okay. It's been his miss today, a little to the right.
On this lane.
There it was.
Grabs a 9, 78 for 6.
Twice, I remember that from the other string. Out.
Imparato on the head pin. Super thin, weird leave. What is that?
You
3,
got the
5,
3, 5,
8
6,
in the
7,
middle?
and 8.
Yeah.
Piece of wood rolling down by the 7.
They got it over to the left.
Imparato for the spare. Hits the check mark.
Great try.
Yeah. That's what he needs to do here. 9s,
Yep.
10s, maybe a spare would. It's gonna be a tough bar.
I mean, he's got a 41 pin lead, so I mean, you look at it,
Yeah.
you know, if he throws 5 9s, that's 45. That makes him have to throw an 86.
Right.
87
That's
have to win. So if I'm in Micah's situation, I'm telling myself put up a mark, maybe 2. Anything else is a bonus.
Interesting.
No.
Are you a swinger, an arm swinger?
My swinger, Bob?
Yeah.
No.
Let's see. You know, like in
Yeah,
your prep.
I
There's
do-
a there's
I
a
do a
yeah. I'm
couple.
remembering it now.
Yep.
I'm remembering it.
Oh,
Would those be considered unnecessary motions, or no? It just
I
it
think
just
they're
loosens you up.
they're kind of it's not like timing motions. It's not the right word, but like it settles me in.
But you go faster than you do when you throw. When you're swinging like that. Speaking of 9s,
Another 9?
three 9s in a row.
999.
Jonathan played his score from the other night.
So there's a look of disgust from Chuck Vazella right at the moment because I play certain meaningful daily numbers, and whatever I hit for a bowling score, I always play for a week.
All
And the other
right.
night, Millis, I had 685, and it come out on the back.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk about the odds of winning.
No, I don't want to talk about
later
the odds
if
of
you
winning,
like.
actually, because that'll make me
Right.
sick.
Micah
Only,
Take a
only
look
your
at it.
wins count.
looking for his 4th 9 in a row. Almost.
Nope.
That'll be an 8.
No 4 of a kind.
All right. 50th and final box of this ACST B Southern Conference semifinal.
104 after
Imparato
9.
Came into the last 5, leading by 41. Just put up 3 9s and an 8. Leaving the door cracked just a sliver.
Sad pin. Well, it's got the 1, 6, and 10, and a whole ton of help. He's just got to hit the front one and hope there's not too much wood down there. Fernando's got
Looks
a
like
shot.
it's going to hit the V after the head pin.
All right, it's a minute here.
Okay.
So this here gives him 112.
All right, he did his job in the first half, though. He had a strike, spare in the second, third, and fourth. It had only been a 27-pin lead before that. Gained
113. So that's going to give him
gained
a
14
552.
in the first half. Now it's going to be up to Fernando.
Right, so Fernando needs a 141 to win. He's got a 55, so he needs an 86 half.
86.
Yes.
Okay, 85 to tie.
85 to tie, 86 to win. So
he's thrown that a half a dozen times.
it's 5 marks.
I'm
Just got to
sure.
run the sheet or throw a double in there somewhere. It's perfectly possible.
His high 5 is a 152. So he probably threw an 85 in that in one of those. 85 and a 65. So he'll need to throw something in that range, though.
86 half. Yep.
4 marks with great fills, maybe 5.
5, I would say.
Yeah, 5.
Because you need 36 extra pins. So
Yeah. Okay. Alternate strikes and spares might do it. Good ball. Good.
all right.
Remember, he had the 4 horsemen and left that 7-pin standing. Otherwise, he would have had 2 spares in the first half. That's a good ball, and it
All right,
just
gotta get the 10.
thin. Open in the 6th.
10.
All right.
It's an important 10 because with that, he could throw all 19 boxes all the way down and win by 1.
Okay.
And if he didn't get that 10, that would force some strikes. So still not in a double strike situation yet.
What a
For a big
piece.
one here.
He hit it. He hit it full, and it didn't go. All right. Now we're into some magic time.
So he needs 69 these last 3, so he's going to need a double. Need all the marks and a double strike in there somewhere.
All right. Oh, give it to him. Come on. Okay, Nando takes 10
Needs
in the 8th.
triple strike with 9.
Okay. Still hanging by a fingernail. Oh, what a good piece for bloody 5 and 1, and that'll do it.
That will do it.
Yep. Congratulations, Micah, Imparato. We will advance to the finals of the Southern Conference Finals, anyway.
It's not the
He
day
will-
for the extra pin.
just-
For
That's why we call it baling hay when you.
yeah. Or shoveling something, maybe might be the might be the phrase that I go with. But
He will face. So Micah
Can't say
will
that one on
face
the
the
air.
winner of next week's match between, in these same environs, between Jim Hunter and Duncan McDougall.
one more.
Pulp Fiction in the
Would say-
first 30 seconds to get away with it.
Would say Fernando's knee deep in something right at the moment.
Hold button to power it on.
That's right.
That's if he wants to talk to the
Yeah.
president, that's fine too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, now they're gonna go. That's the way it goes.
That's if he wants to.
All right, so we have
All right.
a nice deliberate 9 bucks and 98,
98.
510. So final
510.
score: Micah 552, Fernando 510.
All right. Jonathan, why don't you join us out front?
Oh, sure.
You wanna- He's good. Micah, let's talk to Micah. Just skip over here. Micah, congratulations. What did you think of today? How did you adjust to the business?
You know, honestly, I love the old house. I really do. I love the differences going from house to house. Both against Maloney early in the season at CPL. I was hurt, and it was fun to throw. Not much better, feeling healthy. They're tough. They're really tough. I couldn't find a straight line on two, no matter what I tried. And yeah, I mean, I knew coming in against Fernando, there was just not a lot of room to leave anything on plate, especially after our first match.
You guys both struggled, frankly, except in the first string, you had double strike. You threw a spare on top of it, and that was the difference in the first string.
It seemed like it was kind of the difference through all of it, you know. It was a tight match the whole time, and I didn't feel like I could get anything going. He had that one great run in the second string, third string.
Yeah.
You know,
Your strike in the 10th and the third, and then
Yeah.
your strike down the run in the first half of the fifth. The strike balls, I think, were your rescue balls. So.
that tends to work for me, you know. And it's you know, some people think that it's all mills and stuff like that, but a good ball is a good ball. It doesn't matter which house you're in, you know. If you throw a good ball here, who cares?
Yeah, wait for your mother. Lily, can you say hi to Lily?
Lil, just Lil. Oh, Lil's 1 million.
And Jeff?
Congratulations.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
So, question: when you have about 40 or so going into the end, what do you think?
I never look at the scoreboard. I really don't. It's the worst thing to look at. My opponents are what's in front of me, you know.
10 of them every time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll cheer for Fernando all match long because it doesn't matter. It's not like he slide tackle me or anything like that, you know.
Well,
I'd probably come out on the worst end of that deal.
well, congratulations.
Thanks, man. We're ready for the finals. Who we get? Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Well done. Side saddle triangle. Wood in the back may help with the kingpin. It did.
Did help. Here on the right end, as far right as you can go. Something snaps. No, he's going left.
Oh,
no,
he got
no,
it.
Prove
Yep.
me wrong.
As
Maybe
far
a
left.
liar.
Imparato backing on the headpin that
There's a hammer.
time. That time he didn't hit it so square.
Looking for a double. Same ball.
Same spot.
ball. That's a double.
And a double. So
On
after-
it. And it carries.
got it.
Oh. All right. It's 105.
actually, I was covering the Sean Taylor Tim Douglas match and
All over.
spare Micah. Nice job.
5. And remembers hitting 770 or 780, but there's no record of that anywhere. So that's all.
On the
Oh, it's a good ball.
the 8 pin was the last.
Good. Nice and low. He had to be low on that. And he just hits it just enough.
Really thin.
He's on it.
Yep. Oh, that
Uh,
was That was
Wow,
looking smooth.
He punished that pin.
He's got 10 boxes at 50%.
I go with a big shot. Wow.
Wow.
Well, on the outside.
Threes, then fours.
3 is the most common. My early days bowling, I took 4. And
Spare.
shot 1 and the 3. I took 4 for a long time.
Emperor. Oh,
Go
my.
with the ball.
There it
Needed
is.
that one.
Oh, I love
Ah,
that
he
ball.
needed that
Oh, my
one.
goodness.
Wow, that's a hammer.
Smile on Nando's face.
Oh, he cuts
what a
it over.
rip.
Wow, great shot.
What
That's
a
what he needed to
pickup.
do. Number 1, number 4, and number 5 are the biggest pressure spots for all different reasons.
There it is.
Shot. Number 1 has to get the team going.
Easy goes. Nice
On it.
job,
So
Micah.
that's 112 and a
Oh, yeah.
That's what he needed.
For the spare.
Got it. All right.
Needed that. Nando at 92 plus this ball.
Hey.
Oh, there he is.
Big finish. Needed
He's-
that.
Ah,
And a hammer.
wow.
It's all over.
That's it.
That's
Kick.
That's where he is. Yeah, it came
Goodness
off the
gracious.
wall. It made it. It's on it. Yep.
Wow.
Makes it.